I live down in a place called Geheten, which is near Maastricht, which is where they have pink pop.
Yeah.
So this was in the 80s when all those 80s bands were playing. So we would go to pink pop and have an amazing time in the Netherlands. Yeah, it was cool.
How long were you living there?
I lived there for 3 years. Yeah, and I've been back to the Netherlands many times since. I mean, obviously Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Utrecht, many places. Yeah.
Did you like the frikandel speciaal?
I like the Fritz speciaal, kroketten met mayonaise, chocomel sometimes, but mostly Heineken.
Right.
And no, actually Grolsch, because you could do the bottle and then put it back on again, you know.
And use the rubbers for your guitar.
Exactly. Oh yeah, of course you could.
Strap lock.
Yes, of course. Yeah. No, good times.
Buy 2 Grolsch
Exactly.
for your guitar or bass.
Yeah. No, it was great times in the Netherlands. I have many friends there, and it's such a great place. Yeah.
Well, if you come by here in the Netherlands again, give us a call and we'll.
Where are you guys?
We're in Amsterdam.
Oh, you are? Cool, man.
Yeah.
We'll hang out.
We are frequent visitors to the Gibson Tower.
Well, that's our headquarters for Europe's in Amsterdam. So I'm coming there in the middle of February, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Give us a call and we do a frikandel together. And Heineken.
Good.
So 1 year of Gibson now.
Yeah.
It was quite a ride, I think, the first year.
Yeah, I mean, a year ago we came here and our strategy was called Hope. Let's hope people like our guitars. Let's hope they like the new Gibson. Let's hope that they accept us, and let's hope dealers come back. And 1 year later, hope has turned into reality, and then we're really proud of the progress we've made. But it also shows how much more potential we have. I think true Gibson fans are proud of what we're doing, and they continue to challenge us. Our artists are really engaged again. We had an amazing concert last night. If you were there,
No, but we heard the stories.
Yeah, it was real. I mean, imagine Slash and Don Felder from the Eagles playing Hotel California. It was just an amazing moment, and our artists are so excited, and these are all of our dealers here who are more confident for Gibson. So when you have confident dealers, artists who are engaged, and fans who are excited, it's a good situation for success.
I think Gibson is quite settled now with the basic series, and then you started a new acoustic custom shop. Can you tell us some more about that?
Yeah, so the starting point with Gibson was the originals and the moderns, so people said, hey, go back to original specs, but at the same time, there's the modern player who wants something a little different, for modern playing, so we did that, and then we've always had our Gibson our Gibson custom shop, but then more people with acoustic coming on more, we decided to launch the Gibson custom shop for acoustics in Bozeman, Montana. So Nashville is where custom shop, and we're going to do custom shop acoustic in Bozeman. It's really a chance for our craftsmen to look at wood and elevation of sound of the highest quality for our custom shop in acoustic. Yeah, it's exciting.
And of course, there's Gibson, but there's also a big focus on Epiphone, I think, this year.
Well, it started off, and 2 things started. One is personal and one is professional. Personally, I grew up in a house where my mother only played Epiphone. And she did it because that's what Paul McCartney played back in the Beatles, like really. So she always had, still to this day, has an Epiphone. But then professionally, someone said, oh, well, Epiphone's kind of like Gibson's little brother. And then if you do the history, it's actually its older brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Epiphone's been around longer. It's very authentic, but we just have to tell the story. And so we've got Epiphone inspired by Gibson, which is what you see behind you.
Yep.
And then you have Epiphone originals like the Texan and the Excellente and the Casino. And then we're really putting the brand. If Gibson is the most aspirational, authentic brand, then you have Epiphone, which is the most accessible, authentic brand, and then we cover the whole spectrum. Yeah. And really, Epiphone is for every stage, whether the stage is your basement or your bedroom or a big stage at a big concert. It's for every stage of playing. So Epiphone is amazing. And then over in that corner, there's that little brand from a guy with Dutch heritage named Eddie Van Halen, I think, who was with Kramer, and so we're bringing Kramer back too.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
2 American Epiphones, I think, the Texan and the Casino.
Yep.
Will more follow? Basses maybe?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's a starting point for us. We fundamentally believe that our Made in the USA platform is so original, it's authentic, and our teams are so excited to be making some Epiphones in the US, and then we'll continue to do more and more over time. I mean, one of the things that caught us by surprise this year was we just couldn't make enough guitars.
Okay, wow.
You know, which is a good problem to have in the first year, but now we're investing in clearly in quality, but also in expansion, so we can actually make more. And we think if the energy we're seeing here is an indicator of the future demand for our acoustics, it's a good sign.
Okay, give us a glimpse about the future of Gibson.
Well, I think the future is you're seeing it live, like literally here, where we're putting more emphasis on everything from the highest end of the custom shop experience and the made to measure, right through to access with amazing Epiphone guitars and everything in between. We're really looking at our 3 brands: Gibson, Epiphone, and Kramer, and the future is a little bit like our past. For 125 years, we've been shaping, creating, innovating, and inspiring sound. And our mission then is, for the next 125 years, do the same thing. And we came here a year ago with a simple vision. We want to be the most relevant, most played, and most loved guitar brand again. And I think we're doing that.
I think you're doing quite well.
Yeah.
I'm a bass player, and I got one really important question.
Here we go.
Years and years ago, there was this Gibson called 2020.
Oh, wow.
It was a headless bass.
2020.
2020. I thought it's 2020 now. Will it be reissued?
Well, it's going to be now.
Okay.
Let's go find out about it.
Let's go find out about it.
Was it really the 2020?
It's really the 2020. It's a headless Gibson bass. Yeah.
You still have it?
I don't have one, but I can send you a picture.
Let's find that out. That'll be a fun reissue.
It would be fun, yeah.
Last year, our reissue, our 60th anniversary, 59, was amazing. So why not kickstart basses with the 2020?
Why not? I think...
Yeah, cool.
Yes. When you started last year, you not only had to streamline the lines, the production line, but you also told the press that there was some things to be done in the factories, lighting, and you actually declared a war on dust, I believe.
You remember? Wow.
Yes.
You remember?
How did that follow up?
Well, I mean, those were the actions we took, but the end game was quality. And what we heard loud and clear from our fans was that, hey, I love Gibson, but please pay attention to quality. And so as a team, before we did anything, we went into the factory, we declared the war on dust, we did lighting, we did all these different changes, and we invested in our factories, in training and our craftsmanship. And today we're making the highest quality guitars we've ever made. And we're getting that balance of craftsmanship and automation together to really understand how to not just do it as a one-off, but consistent quality. And you can listen to us, or you can listen to our dealers and our fans, and they are all recognized. We've made a step change in quality, and now we keep it. And we even did that by making fewer guitars. So I said, for the first year, every guitar that goes out has our fingerprints on it, you know? So it has to be the best quality, and we actually sacrifice some production. And now that we've got it, we can actually, you know, it's how you go faster, you fix things to go faster. So now we're in a really good position. Quality in our USA factory, our custom shop, Bozeman acoustic, and even Epiphone has a step change in quality, and it's being recognized.
So the changes has been around all the factories, acoustic and electric.
We know more about finishing, about air dynamics, lighting dynamics, about working with, one of the things that was interesting, we started working with our suppliers to look at the root cause of some of this, as opposed to waiting until the guitar got finished to look at it. So we now have a better supplier base, fewer suppliers, better, and that leads to quality as well. And I'm so proud of our obsession with quality again, because without that, you don't have a starting point.
No.
And so with that, you can actually build the brand and build the confidence for the future.
Yes, I think it worked out pretty well if you see the reviews, like we did also.
You saw it, right?
Yes.
I mean, so my words are interesting, our actions are important, but the fans and the dealer response is the most important, and that's what we're seeing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Dank je wel, hè?
Ja, dankjewel.
Yeah, I want to see this 2020.